Hello YouTube, my name is Neer, and today, before we're getting our potential dumpster disasters and hopefully good movies in 2019, I thought it would be fun to look back at every single movie that I saw in 2018. I'm recording this on the 1st of January 2019. I wanted to record this last year, but I didn't get the chance, so I'm recording it now. So it's gonna go chronologically from the first movie I saw in the year to the last one. So, let's get started with Black Panther. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the popular opinion on this movie. I really don't like it. When I first saw it, I really liked it. And the more I thought about it, the more I saw it, it just went really, really down. It's really gotten to the point like I was thinking, why did I really like this movie? And I don't really know why I really loved this movie when I first saw it. I'm gonna, a few positives I have, the action scenes, if you ignore the terrible CGI, are fun and they're really good. The acting's great. Okoye was pretty good. I really liked her, I guess. The rest of the characters are either underdeveloped or inconsistent. And for example, Killmonger, it's like he wants to free Wakanda and everyone, all the black people across the world, yet he chokes an old lady when she's halted by a understandably questionable command. Yeah, burn those flowers that are gonna make the future kings. Yeah, burn them all. Excuse me, sir. And then he just starts choking her and threatening her life. I get he has some problems, but what? It's T'Challa? What is his defining character trait? He's a nice king? Okay, what arc does he go through in the movie? Nothing. He stays the same T'Challa, in the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie. He had honestly more growth in Civil War. Yeah, I don't know. Attack me all you want in the comments, but yeah, I just don't like this movie. 3 out of 10. Ready Player One. So this is by far the most forgettable movie in 2018 for me. I technically never finished it. I walked out of the theater about halfway or 3/4 of the way through. The movie was just so boring. Oh my god, I was so bored and completely uninvested. I guess the concept is pretty cool with that virtual world. I guess it's kinda dumb that no one was ever able to find those keys or Easter eggs or whatever they were for what was it, 5 years? No one was able to do it except for this random teenager, sure. I'm not gonna comment on this movie much because I really don't remember anything about it beyond what I just mentioned. I don't know, I remember the race scene, the DeLorean, where he used the DeLorean from Back to the Future. It was fun seeing the DeLorean again, but that's not a compliment to the film, it's just me saying I really like Back to the Future. It's a dumb movie, I don't know, 5 out of 10. It's not really fair to review it since I didn't really see all of it, so yeah, 5 out of 10. Okay, I know I've been pretty negative, but yeah, let's get a bit positive. Infinity War. Yeah, Infinity War is my favorite movie of the whole year. I love it. It's action-packed, emotional, amazing, heartbreaking. I love this movie. Almost everyone on the planet was insanely hyped to see it, and again, almost everyone on the planet, my expectations were met and exceeded. I love this movie. I'm not gonna fanboy over this thing too long, since it'll just devolve into me saying I love this movie in many different ways, so I'll just make it quick. My favorite scene in the movie is probably Iron Man versus Thanos. I don't think there's anything that I really dislike. Like, I think the weakest part of the movie is Gamora and Thanos' thing, where it's like I wasn't really that convinced with Thanos loving her, and Gamora, I don't know, like their connection really seemed a bit forced to me from Thanos' side. Like, Gamora hates you, and then you're like, and then you love her. But, I mean, she always hated you, then why do you love her? Because you randomly found her as you were executing half of her people? Okay? But, yeah, I mean, my only other gripe might be that Captain America doesn't really do much, but from the Endgame trailer, it looks like he's gonna be featured really heavily in that movie. So, since this is technically a two-parter, I forgive it. And, I just about love everything else. The jokes were amazing. My favorite one off the top of my head would be Wise Gamora. I really like the chemistry between Doctor Strange and Tony Stark. That was great. The Titan battle was my favorite sequence in the end. Thor was awesome. The Wakanda entrance is amazing. It's raw. I can't wait for Avengers Endgame, especially after that trailer. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Love this movie. Deadpool 2. So, I saw Deadpool 2 before I saw Deadpool 1, actually. It's kind of funny. I saw Deadpool 1 about a month ago for the first time. I mean, I like both about the same. They're not amazing. They're fun, entertaining, at times hilarious movies. I don't think there's like any character I particularly enjoy more than the rest. Like, they're all pretty averagely okay. They're fun. It's like nothing that great, but nothing that terrible. It's like, it's a fun movie. With like I said, sometimes hilarious moments. For example, the Wolverine Logan rated R joke. I love that one. The entire opening scene I really loved, but there are some jokes that I didn't like the scene where Deadpool dies. I think that dragged on way too long. I get that it was doing that on purpose, but I really didn't like that. That's like, okay, you're not a joke. Didn't like that. I like some of the fourth wall jokes, like big CGI battle, here we go. That's just lazy writing. Zip it Thanos I really loved. Yeah, it's a fun movie. I mean, I rewatched it a few months ago, I think, like 2 months ago. It was fun, like, still saying good movie. 7 out of 10. Solo, a Star Wars story. So Solo is pretty mixed for me. It's probably my most disappointing movie of the year. There are some things that I kinda like about it. It's nice to look at, beyond the fact that it's really overly darkly lit. I don't know, it's like some of the sets were pretty cool. It was an obviously expensive looking movie. I really liked the practical effects. The acting was mostly good, but I didn't really like Alden Ehrenreich, that's his name. It's Han Solo. He didn't really feel like the character. I mean, he's a good actor, I just don't think he got Harrison Ford or Han Solo at all. Donald Glover's Lando was better, but I don't know, just there's something about him that didn't feel like Billy D. Williams for me. I don't know, it was fine. I'm fine with Kira. I don't care. I really like Chewie. He was the only part of the film I think I can say I really, really enjoyed. The way he met Han was a bit odd. Like, my main gripe with this film is how it ties into the Star Wars universe. It's the random, pointless references. I mean, I liked some, but most were really painfully forced. Um, and the backstory stuff, for example, how did Han get his name? I remember hearing rumors about that before going into the film. I was saying, please don't happen, and it happened. Oh my god, that is so stupid. Just say my name is Han Solo. Why does it have to be like from the Empire? It doesn't really make much sense that the Empire gave you the name that you chosen to keep for the rest of your life, name your child after. Why are you keeping the name your sworn enemy gave you? What? As the way got his blaster. I don't think I really like any of the backstory elements. Vision, what's his name? Dryden Voss, I think. He was cool. Shame he's killed off, which seems to be a running trend in the new Star Wars movies. Villains being killed off when you think they had potential. Don't know what else to say. It's a pretty average movie. Doesn't like if it didn't have this name Star Wars attached to it, I don't think I would have cared all that much to even review it here. The reason it's so disappointing to me is because I love Star Wars and it wasn't that good. That's a 5 out of 10, I guess. Incredibles 2. So, I have this weird thing with this movie. I love the first Incredibles. It's by far my favorite Pixar movie. I really enjoyed this movie coming out of it. First viewing in the theater. I saw this movie a few times because went with other family members and friends. It's a fun movie. It's not bad by any means. It's enjoyable. It's okay. It doesn't really do anything great or exceptional at all. It's just fine. There's nothing really terrible or bad about it. There's nothing really that great about it. It's a fun, enjoyable movie. Action superhero movie. It's fine. Pretty good. I like it. I mean, except for the villain, there really isn't anything bad about it. It's nowhere near as good as the first Incredibles. It's fun. It's fun. 6 out of 10. It's a fun watch with your family, I guess. And now we get to by far the worst movie on this list the whole year I've ever seen. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, this movie, it's really bad. It's really bad. It has no imagination, no creativity, nothing interesting, even remotely going on. It's a terrible movie. It's obviously made because money, and it did make a lot of money somehow. It just, people love seeing dinosaurs, big explosions. Are they like the new Transformers? Seriously, that's why? Why Universal do you just keep hitting this dead horse? Just bury it and let it die with the smither dignity it has left. Just let this thing die. For seriously. Why are these movies continue to be made? We're only in the second entry of this thing, and it's everyone's done. I mean, yeah, it made a lot of money, but no one liked it. Look at the reviews. I can't think of anyone who said, I love this movie, or I really enjoyed it. No, it's mostly just it's fine, and most say it's shit. So, yeah, 1 out of 10. Terrible movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I like Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a fun, enjoyable, inoffensive movie. It doesn't do that much great. It doesn't do that much bad. It seems like it's the third time I'm saying this on this video, but it's true. It's a fun movie. There's nothing wrong with it, except I don't know, I have a few nitpicks with it, but it's not a bad movie. It's not a great movie. It's it's mediocre. It's like, it's a fun watch if you're like really bored and you want something in the background to watch but not pay that much attention to. It's a good movie for that. But if you're searching for anything better, like extremely great, solid Marvel, just watch Infinity War instead. That's all about I have to say. It's fine. 5 out of 10. Mission Impossible Fallout. So this is the only Mission Impossible movie that I've seen ever, and probably will ever see. I don't know, maybe it'll change. When I first saw it, I was really bored. I've heard everybody saying that the action was great, and it was great. Then when I watched it again, I actually enjoyed it a lot. It's a fun movie. It's like and unlike, say, Antman and the Wasp, it does have quite a few exceptional, great things. For example, the action is amazing. Like, holy shit! Tom Cruise literally just jumped out of an airplane during the storm and did a skydiving with some other cameraman with an IMAX camera strapped to his head, filming this whole thing. It's like, holy shit, think about how hard was that. Like, from what I understand, Tom Cruise had to like skydive like 5 times a day to train for that one sequence. It's like, holy shit. Like, this guy is literally trying to kill himself. Like, it's a take made it into the movie where he broke his ankle because he made a jump. It's like, what the fuck? Like, and the big fight, like, helicopter scene, it's like, holy shit! Like, it was filmed in IMAX, which was awesome, and then it's like the moment where Tom Cruise was just piloting the helicopter, it's like, this guy had to film an IMAX camera, act, drive a helicopter all at the same time, and he did it. Like, wow. Like, wow. This guy's like, what, nearly 6 years old? What? Wow. Like, this is seriously amazing. Like, really impressive. Like, wow. I really like the music is basically iconic at this point, like the Mission Impossible music. It's a fun exploding music. It's really good. The story itself and the characters I didn't like that much, but I don't think the movie was trying to do that. It didn't mostly lean on like the action. What else? I mean, that's like the most, like, I have to say is the action. It's like, the action is great. That's about it. It's like, the rest is not that bad, it's just fine. But I think like what really sells this movie is like the action scenes and the music. Really top-notch stuff. I'd say it's like a 7 or 8 out of 10, if more towards 7, because, well, the action is great, the rest isn't that great. Venom. So, I guess I kind of liked it. It's like my first viewing, I really enjoyed it. I went with like a lot of my friends. We had fun watching it and laughing at it. It was fun, but then when I watched it again with my sister, it was boring as hell and really bad. And yeah, this is a terrible, like, pretty bad movie. Like, it's not mediocre, it's like bad. I didn't like it. Don't think it's that good at all. I mean, some of the Venom scenes were kind of entertaining, but the villain is really, really bad. I don't know, it's like the other characters are really forgettable, and I thought Tom Hardy was pretty good. I don't know, I kinda liked Venom's first scene, I guess. The CGI was passable, I guess. Just fine, I don't know. It's a pretty bad movie. It's a 2 or 3 out of 10. Probably a 2, yeah. 2 out of 10. Didn't like it that much at all. First Man. First Man is a pretty strange one. It's not a movie I would usually watch. Like a historical recount of something old. It's like I really enjoyed it. It's a really well shot movie. Everything like the launches, especially in the space scenes, are really well done. Like the effects are really good. I kind of like that it's really grounded. It's not really like stylized or like the ships aren't like wow. It's like it doesn't really try. It's not trying to be like amazing, but it just really is grounded and it feels real. It looks real, and I really like that. Like in the moon, like when they reached the moon, I saw this movie on IMAX, and holy shit, that looked great. Like that scene was filmed in IMAX and it looks amazing. I love how the aspect ratio just opens when they enter, like through the, like when the camera jumps out of the ships to the moon. That was really good. It's like I really like that. The story and characters were good. I like the characters. The training scenes, like anything having to do with like flight and stuff was really well done. The rest, like I don't know, characters and story, like I said, it's good, it's fine. Overall, I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10. It's a really good movie. I'd say check it out. Bohemian Rhapsody. So with Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm gonna give this 2 reviews. One as a Queen fan and the other as a film fan, because those are actually pretty different. As a Queen fan, I really enjoy this movie. I love the Queen songs. I love those songs. The Live Aid performance at the end was great. I saw it on YouTube how some guy just put the scene from the movie and matched it to the actual thing, and it looks shockingly close. It's like, wow. That is really impressive. Like, Freddie's actor, what he did, like, really good. It's like, and he looks a lot like him. He speaks a lot like him. He sings. I don't know. It's like it really is like to the point. I don't know if it's lip sync or just him actually singing and sounding exactly like him. It's like it's really good. I kind of enjoy this movie overall. It's fine. But it's like I give it like a 7 out of 10 as a Queen fan, but as a film fan, it's fine. It's okay. So I think it's like a 6 or a 5, maybe more towards a 5, but don't want to sound too mean, so just maybe a 6. Like it's fine. It's pretty okay. It's like if you're not a Queen fan, I don't think you'll get much out of this. But if you are, I'd say it's a pretty enjoyable time. It's a fun time. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. So, from the trailers, I thought it was gonna be fun, but I then realized it was Sony. So my expectations and hopes for this movie were kind of diminished, but after seeing it twice, I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. I think any fan of Spider-Man will love this movie. Any fan of superheroes will love this movie. Any fan of fun movies will love this movie. It's a really fun movie. It's hilarious. It's adventurous. It has great action. The animation is incredible. I really love the comic book style they put to it. I really did feel like I can just read this thing like on a comic book. But don't watch this thing in 3D. Like there are a few shots that are really good in 3D. Like big city shots are great, but overall it's not that good in 3D, so don't bother with the 3D, please. I like Miles, I like Peter Parker, I like Peter Porker. Newer Spider-Man was my favorite one. I like Spider-Gwen, I like the Enemy Girl was fine, didn't care much for her. It's just a really fun movie. I like the villain's motivations, while completely ridiculous and kind of weird, or at least explained, and at least we understand what he's doing and why. It's not like I'm evil because I'm evil, it's I'm evil and I want to open a portal because I care for my family, I appreciated that. I like the somewhat mentor-apprentice relationship that old Peter Parker and Miles Morales had. It was a lot of fun, great jokes. It's just such a fun movie. It's really good. I'd say it's like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. When I came back from the theater, I thought it was like a 9 or an 8. Now I'd say it's like a 7 or an 8. More towards a 7 or I think it's more towards an 8. But if I had to, I'd give it like give it an 8 out of 10. Which, yeah, it's a really fun movie. Go check it out. Probably the second best superhero movie of the year. And sadly, we have to end this year's list with Aquaman. So I saw Aquaman the other week. It was pretty bad. Didn't like it. The effects were sometimes hilariously bad. The story and characters was bland and bad, underdeveloped, not good. I kind of like the action scenes. I like how they use like some of the colors a bit. It's a visually nice movie when they're in Atlantis. The rest is pretty boring. Like I'm trying to throw compliments at it. That's about it. I don't remember any of the music. It was painfully predictable. The moment when the big thing was like, you're so unworthy, you're like the unworthiest thing ever, and it was like, wow, you're really trying to paint it hard, like he's not worthy. One get the trident. When we see the shot with him and the trident in every trailer, it's on the main poster, it's really obvious. Come on, like really? And this movie just is getting great reviews and it's making a ton of money. Sure, DC, good for you, but try to make something that is actually competent and good next time, please? Why are you shit since Dark Knight Rises? What happened to you? Like, really, I want DC to be good. Why? Why isn't it good? Seriously. So that was my review of every movie I saw in 2018. Let me know what you thought of these movies in the comment section below. I might do this again in 2019. Who knows? I intend to do it. As for stop motions, if you don't see my community post, I'll just throw out this here. I'm currently working on the Endgame trailer. And after that, I have something else planned. I don't know what to make. I've one of two projects to choose from what to make first. If you want to see which projects those are, go check my community post. Sorry that I haven't been doing much stop motions or much mini videos at all lately. Just kind of tiring school and stuff, and I'm getting back more into it now. So yeah, thanks guys for still being here and still growing my subscribers. It's like, it really means a lot to me. You really don't know how much. So that'll be it today. Happy New Year and goodbye.